May Allah grant you goodness. The author, may Allah have mercy on him, said, the third nullifier, whoever doesn't declare polytheists as disbelievers, doubts their disbelief, or validates their doctrine, is a disbeliever.
Whoever does not declare the polytheists, whose polytheism has been established to him, as disbelievers. But some people declare others disbelievers without any valid reason at all, and say, whoever does not declare the disbeliever to be a disbeliever is himself a disbeliever, and they mention this as if it were a rule. Whoever does not declare the disbeliever to be a disbeliever is himself a disbeliever. This is correct, but only if their disbelief has been established to him. Someone comes to you and says, so-and-so said such and such, declare him a disbeliever. He says, I didn't hear him. Do you have anything he wrote? Did you record his voice? Should I go to him and ask him so I can be sure? Maybe you misunderstood. So a lot of people misunderstand others, and then they judge them to be disbelievers. Then they even declare as disbelievers those who don't declare those as disbelievers. We seek refuge in Allah. But if their disbelief is established, someone refuses to enter Islam and remains a Jew, or is a Christian, a Magian, a Hindu, a Buddhist, an atheist. Whatever they may be, there is no doubt that this person is a disbeliever. And whoever validates their beliefs and says, these people are Muslims, they themselves reject that to begin with. That's why some people ask, why do you declare Christians to be disbelievers? Why do you declare Jews to be disbelievers? Say to him, ask him, is he a Muslim or no? Ask him, he won't accept it. If you ask him, are you a Muslim? He'll say no. Are you going to force him to be Muslim? He refuses. He rejects Islam. But what are they basing this on? You said, disbeliever, so does that mean you can shed his blood? Where did you get that from? Where did you get the idea that if I judge someone to be a disbeliever, I can shed his blood? Who said that? But this is a legal ruling in Islam. This applies to non-Muslims. So anyone who is not a Muslim is a disbeliever. Allah, the Exalted, created people and divided them into two groups. Some of you are disbelievers and some of you are believers. That's how it is for all people. There isn't a third category. Not a disbeliever, nor Muslim. Anyone who isn't a Muslim is a disbeliever. That's the rule. So it's not permissible to judge a non-Muslim as a Muslim. Therefore, we say that if this disbeliever dies in a state of disbelief, the basic rule is that he is among the people of hell, unless he is among those who have an excuse. And the matter of excuses is with Allah. But in this world, we treat him as a disbeliever. So if a Jew, Christian, Magian, Hindu, Buddhist, or atheist dies, whoever they may be, they are not to be buried in Muslim cemeteries. No funeral prayer is performed for him. He is not washed, nor shrouded, and he does not inherit. Why is this? Because he is a disbeliever. We treat him as we treat disbelievers. Someone might say, maybe the message did not reach him clearly. Maybe there was confusion. That is between him and Allah, but we treat him as a disbeliever and judge him as such in this life. And it is not permissible for him to marry a Muslim woman on the pretext that he might have an excuse. This is never allowed. Rather, we treat him as a disbeliever. So the author's statement, whoever does not declare the polytheists to be disbelievers, or doubts their disbelief, or validates their beliefs, is himself a disbeliever by consensus, is correct. The one who says they are on the right path, and we are on the right path, whether Jew, Christian, or Muslim, and all of them will be in paradise. This is disbelief. We seek Allah as refuge. Except if he means the Jews who lived at the time of Moses and the Christians who lived at the time of Jesus and believed in Moses, these are Muslims. And when the disciples said, and when Jesus, son of Mary, said to the disciples, who are my helpers for the sake of God? The disciples said, we are God's helpers. We have believed in God, so bear witness that we are Muslims. So these are Muslims. The followers of Moses who believed in him are Muslims, and the followers of Jesus who believed in him are also Muslims. But we are talking about the Jews who did not believe in Jesus. They are disbelievers. And Christians who did not believe in Muhammad are disbelievers. We do not differentiate between any of his messengers. In fact, even if one of the children of Muslims today, who follow the religion of Muhammad, peace be upon him, were to deny the prophethood of any prophet, Any prophet, Yahya, Zachariah, Jesus, Moses, Noah, Adam, Salih, Hud. Any prophet, may Allah's blessings and peace be upon them all, then he becomes a disbeliever because of this. So what about someone who denies the prophethood of Muhammad, peace be upon him, like the Christians? Or what about someone who denies the prophethood of both Muhammad and Jesus, like the Jews? These people cannot be judged as Muslims, rather they must be judged as disbelievers.